When it comes to heart disease, habits like exercise, drinking lots of water, eating raw fruits and vegetables are so vital. Lack of stress, sleeping properly. Those are the vital things when it comes to protecting you from cardiovascular disease. As a matter of fact, when somebody has a heart attack and they're sitting with the doctor and he says, all right, doc, how am I going to stay alive? The doctor says, you need to exercise daily for the rest of your life. And the person says, yes, I know, okay, doc, I'll do that. The doctor says, no, you won't. So what do you mean? I'm going to do it. I'm alive. He says, my friend, in 3 months' time, the New Year's resolution's worn off and you're going to walk in here and you're not exercising every day. It's so easy to make a decision after Christmas dinner that you're going on diet. But 8 hours later, you're starting to get hungry again and you lose your diet. Same thing with the cardiovascular situation. Easy to make a decision when you get a fright. But I'm going to tell you something. In this situation, you're going to have to carry that through long after the understanding. So, changing your lifestyle is important. But if I had cardiovascular problems, I'd implement the 9 best doctors. Then I'd find the best whole food supplements in town and utilize those products. I want to tell you 2 quick stories right now, people who were in a critical situation. First of all, my brother-in-law was really in a bad situation. He had terrible cholesterol problems. And he didn't want to change his lifestyle. He said, hey, I love my fried food, I love my steak, I love my biltong, the fat thicker than the biltong. Just bring the fat on. I actually saw him used to go around people's plates and cut off the fat off them and eat the food off of his stuff. He said, Billy, I don't want to change my lifestyle. What do I take? So I said, I would put you on a similar program, which I'm going to tell right now what. And guess what? He changed and controlled his cholesterol, still alive today. And that was many, many, many years ago. I'll tell you a wonderful story about a man from Ifafa. His name is Vickers. What a great person. His blood pressure was so high that the medical doctor said to him, this medication that you're taking, you have to sign a piece of paper. There's a good chance you'll die within 5 years from this medication. He was in his 30s. Sure. Young little kids that weren't even in school going yet. And he heard about changing your lifestyle. And so he implemented the 9 best doctors, changed his supplementation from trash, pharmaceutical grade to whole food grade. And guess what happened? Well, Vic is still alive today. I got an email from him the other day. I haven't seen him for about, I'd say 15 years, but he's still alive and going strong. No medication, not on one drug all these years. Incredible products. Right. Okay, so this is what I would do. I would take 4 salmon oil. Every salmon oil is so good for cardiovascular. Make sure it's got all 8 oils in. Make sure it was cold pressed, right? Remember the salmon oil, what does it do? It cleans out the cardiovascular system. It's a plumber. It's very good. Studies showing it's very good for inflammation. So much cardiovascular disease related to inflammation. Salmon oil doesn't only clean out the cardiovascular system, but it allows the nutrient to go right through it. That's why it's so good for varicose veins. Vitamin E as well for varicose veins. It's an absolutely great product out there. The next thing I would do is I would take 3 carotenoids a day, because carotenoids are just the most amazing things. A study's shown that carotenoid complex could actually increase your body's ability to fight every known disease by up to 37%. Isn't that absolutely amazing? So carotenoids are a great, great, great product out there. Multivitamins. I would take a real quality multivitamin. What would I take that in? I would take it as a Pro Vitality, because again it's got the 2 nutrient families. I would add, of course, the shake to that, because that will bring it up to 56 nutrient families. So somebody said, is that a shake? I said, well, I hate to call it a shake, because guess what? It's got 25 essential nutrient families inside there. Made from whole food, made from plants. Guess what this product's got? It's gone through a process that has now created 2,000 digestive enzymes per serving. As a matter of fact, this has got the fibers that go into your cardiovascular system and soak up the cholesterol. It's got the fibers that go into the cardiovascular system and sweep out the plaque. That's a soluble one. It's got the insoluble ones that soak up the sugar in the intestinal tract. It's got the fibers that clean out the intestinal tract, protecting you from intestinal cancer. Incredible, incredible product. Absolutely amazing. Then it's got the 22 amino acids. Nothing in the world that I've ever seen that's pharmaceutically controlled. It's got all 22 amino acids. And it's gone through a protocol process to protect the kidneys. I've never seen, I've spoken 26 countries around the world, and I've never seen another protein shake that can do that in your body. Well, you want to make sure that you take in minerals, because minerals are absolutely vital for a human being. I tell you how important a mineral is. I was in Johannesburg International Airport about 2 years ago, and a couple took me out for dinner there as a thank you. And what had actually happened is he had such bad shoulder problems. He had had 4 operations on his shoulder, and he still couldn't use the arm. The arm was basically useless. He couldn't use his arm. His wife even had to cut up his food for him. And he wanted to sue the doctors. And I said, hey, you can't sue the doctors. If you've got useless flesh, no matter what the doctors try and sew up there, you're just going to keep tearing. Because all that will always tear. So what must I do? I said, take 12 minerals a day. He was already taking Provital. I said, just add 12 minerals a day and give me a ring in about 3 months' time. Well, he gave me a ring in about, I think it was about 6 weeks. I said, guess what happened? He said, my arm is functional, I've cancelled my next operation, I can actually now comb my hair the first time in about 9 years, comb his hair with his left hand, which is really exciting. Alright, so minerals are so important as a flesh healer, as a muscle healer. If you're going in for operations, anything like that, for strengthening the cardiovascular system and the walls of arteries, and calcium is so good. I've had people, this one gentleman in Florida, which is just so incredible. He comes to me one day, we had dinner together at one of our conferences about 5 or 6 years ago, and he sat next to me. He was an ex-military vet in the USA, and he'd been retired for about 25 years because he had a pacemaker for 25 years. So he sits next to me, so there it clicks in again. I said, what? He said, my pacemaker. He said, I'm so glad I got a pacemaker. I've been dead a long time ago. I said, my friend, you don't need a pacemaker. He said, what do you mean? I said, I saw what you ate today. I saw what you ate today. I saw the sugar in your coffee, about 6 or 7 teaspoons of sugar. I saw the pudding, and I saw the bread, which is sugar, the cooked carrots, which is sugar, and the potato, which is sugar, and the peas, which is sugar, and the beetroot, which is sugar. I said, the minute you've got a sugar, too much sugar in the body, your body goes acid. Now you're going to take calcium, and now you've got a calcium imbalance, and that's going to cause arrhythmia in the heart. So he said, what should I do? I said, reduce your bad eating habits, eat low glycemic foods, increase your calcium. I was in Florida about 6 months ago. Yes, this man, he comes to me, opens his shirt, and he says, look, I've just had my pacemaker taken out. I said, what? He said, it hasn't turned on since I saw you 6 years ago. And it was turning on every single day. Anyway, you can change your life. Isn't that exciting to know?
Yes.
Well, isn't there something I say you can stay like you are for the rest of your life or change to? Well, your life.
Yes.
All right, there you are. All right, so if I had cardiovascular problems, I would take garlic, at least 3 garlic at night. But garlic, remember, it needs to have the alumin, which your body then, if it's released in enteric target loaded in your cecum of the large intestine, your body will then produce allicin, and allicin is the healer. Allicin is great for blood clotting and circulatory issues and things like that. Absolutely wonderful. High blood pressure. It's a great product. So many studies. You know what's nice about the internet now? You can research so much about nutrition. It's mind-boggling. All the studies are going on there. Vitamin E is so important again for the varicose veins and circulation and strengthening of the heart and muscle. Remember, vitamin E is a muscle builder, so people who've got muscle problems, if you want to develop muscle, sportsmen, weightlifting, if you want to look like Arnold, then you want to take a lot of vitamin E and zinc and that kind of stuff, right? Blood thicknessing, vitamin E is great, protecting you from blood clotting and all that kind of stuff. But the flavonoids, now that's the most important product for any kind of somebody with blood clotting problems. As a matter of fact, studies have even shown out there that it's as good, if not better, than Coumadin and things like that, and warfarin. Now, I'm not saying get off Coumadin, I'm not saying get off warfarin. Work with your doctor. This does not take the place of medication. This is just food. All this is food. Juice extracted food and lifestyle choices. Vitamin C is vital because you need the collagen to strengthen the arteries and the walls. Collagen is what glues your body together. Lecithin. Lecithin is great for circulatory. It breaks down the fat, emulsifies it into the blood so it can circle your body. I would take at least 2 CoQ10s a day. CoQ10 is something that your body is supposed to make, but guess what happens? We stop our body from making it because there's over 400 medications that stop your body from making CoQ10. 2 lipotropic a day. Lipotropic is one of the most incredible vitamin Bs for the cardiovascular system, break down the fats and help you burn and things like that. Folks, that's just a bit of a smell. There is so much. If I had cardiovascular disease, I would really educate myself. I would do the 9 best doctors out there, working with your doctor all the time. When I say work with your doctor, find a doctor who believes that God had brains. Find a doctor who believes that your body was designed to function on nutrition and food. If a doctor thinks food and nutrition and lifestyle choices can't make a difference, you know what? Start running. Start running. Because I want to tell you something. Disease is not caused by medication deficiency. You can change your life. It's been so great chatting to you tonight. I hope you had a fun evening. Thank you for joining us.